Alrighty, let's see how a half-downloaded game goes. Apparently you only need to download half the game to play it. Which is kind of cool. I hope it's the textures. Yeah, there we go. Topor. That's a word you don't see often. It's a nice office. Chair and a table. Come on. Load faster. Oh. A shark? Oh good. Because I've come so far. This has to be the worst private investigator's office ever. Okay.
In my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering.
An orca?
Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold,
Oh,
everything has already been written.
they have no eyes.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Right. Game saves a lot.
I hate whiskey. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Right.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Everything to see and do? This game really does.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Thank you
Yes.
for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is
It's
linked to this
annoying.
case, can't you see? You
Jumping in
must
audio.
find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir.
Oh,
This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions where...
That's right.
And you think you're...
That is what go to Dark...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
he wasn't yelling.
Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Occupation schoolboy. That's not a job.
I used to be an avid reader. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Yes, I have a character point. Oh, that was a prologue.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
I don't think I'm going to stay on board.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Can't get back on the ship, that's annoying. Run, run.
Gentlemen, please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
Don't put that...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an old man.
sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. He's gonna get us into trouble. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
Come on, can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's
Nothing for you
to
here
sort
either.
out. Your
Beat it.
chum wanted to stir us up.
If I don't want to.
But you can
There's
stay
nothing
to
for you
watch if
here
you want.
either.
You can
Beat
pick up
it.
the pieces.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true
There's
sailor's
nothing
got
for
in
you
his
here
belly.
either. Beat it.
You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a poxed limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the
There's
fog?
nothing for you here
I'll
either.
shut up your big mouth
Beat
once
it.
and for all.
Optimistic.
Alright.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
It's not very nice.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
You really should say some more.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. Then...
Her vision.
way I see it, the truth is really a question of...
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth?
Her style made her famous.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. We saw them in the papers, and we said to ourselves,
So they made you feel
you need to see them for yourself.
I've got what...
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess...
What can I tell you? The name, it reminds us of the golden age when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking.
It was a tough time, also.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to it.
Why not?
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. Captain Fitzroy told me about...
You want a drink?
Same again.
Here you go.
Let's get hammered.
Whew. That's no moonshine.
You can say that again.
Captain Fitzroy.
You want a drink?
One more.
They all say that.
There's rye in that.
Looks like Monsieur is a connoisseur. Not bad for a guy from the city.
Captain Fitzroy.
You want a drink?
That'll be all.
Getting totally wasted on the job. That's what you should be doing. I think
What
she's
you looking
the
at,
beer
stranger?
baron.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold...
What gives you the right to judge?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to...
Do you like our song?
We may not be pros, but we...
That's true. It's a reminder of
What brought whaling to an end?
the whales.
They all disappeared. You could say that, yes. There were...
Until the last.
The one of the miraculous...
Exact.
I've never heard this.
Only people from here know it.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say.
That catch saved our...
Ah.
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have done...
It's true. Everything happened just as it...
What report?
The one that's framed right... Our grandparents' tape.
And it was...
I bid you...
Good night.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You have no
right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Why does everyone have these weird green...
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Weird green light. Oh,
What a macabre souvenir.
I don't think it's macabre. I think it's macabre. Hmm.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the...
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Whoa, where'd you go?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Only half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh, that was easy.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The miraculous catch. Is it a...
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious... Go read the story of the sailor's return. It's displayed on a wall.
I found a threatening letter.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor masters.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shiest...
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much...
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about...
I shall be on my...
So come back and see me when you've got some...
I will indeed. Consult the diary. Right, now you guys leave. Convenient.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her?
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take...
Stop blocking my path.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
Maybe.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case...
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of...
Who's asking the...
Who are these other...
And why would I tell...
You and I are on the same...
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth.
Are you saying our work... Forget it.
Oh.
Who are these...
Don't ag...
What more can you...
Not much more than what everyone... They were all burnt to death, right?
The whole mansion went up in...
Don't get it into your head to go wandering...
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas. He can be unpredictable.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home.
Clearly I'm gonna get in here.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and...
I've never heard of this saint.
But everyone knows.
He's the patron saint of Wales and...
What happened to this?
Go see for yourself.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those... Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going...
Quieter. That's all we need.
What brings you to talk?
The two guys behind...
The bootleg.
They're protecting their territory.
They really don't have a choice. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by...
If only they would kill...
Is it Cat who's shaking down, Captain?
Hold on.
Nothing at...
That statue...
What do you mean by...
You wouldn't be looking down at it.
St. Brendan. He protected until those assholes defeat...
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's...
It's not because it doesn't float anymore.
Isn't it a bit early for...
We got nothing better to do any...
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling...
I thought the whaling hadn't shut down. This is so confusing.
I've taken enough.
We'll see you...
All this junk. Right in front of the cops.
Damnation. I broke it. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says.
Well, what use are you?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Whew. Okay. Where to now? Maybe to these two. Fine upstanding gentlemen.
Who's this guy?
No, what's with you wandering around?
We saw you talking. Go die of thirst, a lot of you.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very
I don't give a damn about your racket.
And we don't give a damn about you.
I've got to get inside.
Oh, yeah? And why?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claim.
What's with you,
We saw you talk. Go die of thirst.
Cat.
What?
She's the boss, yeah.
Shut up, you dummy.
She must be quite intimidating if she...
She read...
I hope he had a good dent.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new...
But he only smiles with a...
I went to see the statue of...
What makes you think
We're bootleggers.
Who do you think, DeFay?
What do I know?
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
She sounds frightening.
And she doesn't like to be talked about.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or...
Everybody knows.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing and we let no...
What do you got?
Listen.
I bid you...
I know I can just
If I
sneak
can't
in
get
there.
rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Who says I can't get rid of them?
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Let's see what snitching gets me. Oh.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Fine. You'll never find out who's pilfering your stock. Ah, fine. I'll just sneak my way in.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife on...
It's a stiletto, you... And with that smell on your breath, I don't...
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two... Go die of thirst.
She sounds frightening,
And she...
I went to see...
Well,
Who?
what do I...
The sailor.
Who else?
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
You again?
No need.
No one wants to let me in. Really mean. Let's see what we can do here.
You saw what happened with the... Don't hang around.
I shall take my leave. A handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Well, now that I have everything.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
I'm so strong.
Ugh.
Ugh. I know, right? Don't worry, I drink a lot. It'll be fine.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. Smells harmless, but...
Oh, I'm getting so high off this thing. Should you just light a flame with a mysterious gas? Seems negligent. Because I'm hallucinating. Oh. I don't know if octopi are meant to do that. The plaything of an hallucination. That sounds fun.
This is... primitive.
Okay. Unhelpful.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Whoops.
What is... is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Isn't that why I'm here? To figure that out? I think that was a bad programming over there.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Now how am I gonna get out? Door?
Oh, someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead...
You seem like a competent officer.
You're trying to manipulate me, Miss...
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to invest...
So you confirm that it was removed from the... I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. You want to go back along? I'd like to understand how... Come on. My car... Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Oh, hey, cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage.
Officer Bradley.
Why, you?
Come on. Keep the smile.
Okay, I get it.
Who the hell are you? I've got my eye on you.
Ooh, scary.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
I'm sure it's a really nice building. There's the scar she gave him.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire.
You're pretty damn observant. The fire was quickly contained.
Not soon enough to say.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion?
Your partner, Andrew.
You managed to get something out of that bum?
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas would...
That's not far off the mark, You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far... Charles was like his son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. Is there anything else you want to add?
You won't get me...
It's a very old building.
It's got nothing to do with Charles...
Huh. So, since you already know it, it remains to be seen what they did with all them. Let's go up there.
I prefer to be...
It's a wise attitude. But apart...
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age.
A sad old man, doesn't...
Gee, if you don't want to listen...
You're the one who looked after...
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery...
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed...
Yes. If something escaped us, or anything else?
Nightfall.
I'll go with you.
Why not?
Right. Let's go.
Bradley was right.
Let's explore this place.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you.
I must say it's...
So, Detective.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins...
Do you know if Charles Hawkins...
Not to our knowledge. I don't understand.
Silas dead.
Let's go to them.
Pretty obvious.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect
Poor
to
kid.
set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
The flowers on...
Let's run around like a lunatic. And not actually get to my destination. 'Cause that's how I play games. Alright, we'll reach the Hawkins Manor and then we'll call it a night.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Maybe it has. Who's to say?
I'll have to find another entrance.
Well, it's never going to be the most obvious one. That'd be a pretty short game if it was.
This entrance is still in use.
Don't go. I didn't say go in there though.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe.
I don't think he will.
Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay...
That's true.
It's painful to be the last...
You don't know. Understood.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this...
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should...
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter.
No, I can't let you in.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door? No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take... If you have a good reason to be here...
There's vermin.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's...
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. If there's nothing else to fear, you can...
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion. This gate is locked.
Didn't I just get a key? Never let me have any fun. Why can't I have the hatchet? Anything around the back of interest? Look at a good old break and enter.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Oh, there's a drink?
I know a thing or two about solitude. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Okay. Meet Hawkins Manor. That's the main objective. Stop fluffing around.
Pierce, now that you finish your fun and games with Silas.
You're right.
Yeah, see, that is IO-MO3 SL1.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
A couple of broken things in the game, mate. I don't think we're going to find much. So I'm going to end it here. As soon as it loads.
Follow me. I know the place.
Of course you do.
Who left it?
Audio, well, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.